The ABC has been humiliated again after they were forced to settle a defamation case brought on by Trump following lies told by their star host, George Stephanopoulos. The network will pay $15 million to a presidential foundation and museum set up by Trump.
It's ABC News and their top anchor reaching a settlement now with President-elect Trump in his defamation suit. The news network will have to pay $15 million to Trump and an additional $1 million for Trump's legal fees. Both ABC and George Stephanopoulos also ordered to issue statements of regret as part of the deal.
The ABC has also released a statement of regret. But many are saying it's not enough. This commentator said, "Just in, ABC News and George Stephanopoulos issue official apology to Donald Trump. Is this enough?" The settlement came after Stephanopoulos sent shockwaves around the globe when he claimed Trump was liable for rape back in March during an interview with Representative Nancy Mace.
I'm asking you a question about why you endorse someone who's been found liable for rape.
It was not a criminal court. It was a
civil court.
It was a civil court. And by the way, she joked about the judgment and what she was going to do with all that money, and I find that offensive.
Online commentators have reacted to the windfall for Trump, with Megyn Kelly saying this is huge. Total victory for Trump. Shame on George Stephanopoulos and ABC, who were forced to settle after the judge ordered George to sit for a deposition. They couldn't have their staff further embarrassed under oath. Good for Trump for fighting back. And this wasn't the first time Megyn Kelly ripped into Stephanopoulos over his claims. Back in March, she obliterated him for defending Bill Clinton while slamming Donald Trump over similar allegations.
Bill Clinton would ultimately pay Paula Jones almost $1 million to settle her civil suit against him. And you remained Team Clinton all the way. To say nothing of Juanita Broderick's rape allegation or Kathleen Willie's allegations and more. But now you, quote, don't understand how Nancy Mace can support a man found liable for sexual assault of one woman 30 years ago in a civil trial in which the burden of proof is just 51% likely. My God, how did anyone at ABC think this was a good line of inquiry for George Stephanopoulos?
And this commentator agreed, saying, it doesn't get any better than this. President Trump just forced ABC News and George Stephanopoulos to pay up. The fake news media has been put on notice. But not everyone is celebrating. An MSNBC host came dangerously close to repeating Stephanopoulos' mistake, saying his comments seemed to hold up to what the judge said after the fact.
I would just say, this feels like it has a real chilling effect. Shout out to the standards department. Okay, standards is always making sure that we are keeping the bar high and substantive and accurate. But what George Stephanopoulos said in that interview, it seems to hold up with what the judge said after the fact. And now his news organization and himself, George Stephanopoulos himself, is paying $1 million of his own money to the lawyers, and ABC at $15 million. It's insane.
This commentator reacted to the comments, saying MSNBC host says what George Stephanopoulos said about Trump raping a woman seems to hold up what the judge said after the fact. This is defamation. Trump needs to sue MSNBC into oblivion. And it seems George Stephanopoulos wants to avoid the spotlight in light of the controversial news, deleting his X account.